Good morning. Good morning, graduates, faculty, family members, friends, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the 10th Morgan State University Fall Commencement Exercises, honoring our 2023 Fall Morgan graduates. On this day, we celebrate the accomplishments of those Morgan State University students who have fully completed all requirements for the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees they will be awarded. Today, the university will ceremonially confer academic degrees upon the magnificent Morgan State University class of 2023. Throughout the university's 156 years of existence, Morgan has prepared students to become future leaders and maintained its position as a world-class institution.
So we're gonna let them come in.
The faculty of Oregon State University. The School of Graduate Studies.
School of Architecture and Design. The School of Architecture and Planning plays a major role in the revitalization of communities in Baltimore City, the state of Maryland, and even neighboring states. It lends credibility to the university's commitment to improving the environment in which we all live. The school emphasizes the importance of building green as a part of its mission and instruction. Morgan State University is one of only two public institutions in Maryland that houses a School of Architecture and Planning, and is the only historically Black college or university offering programs in architecture, landscape architecture, and city and regional planning. During fall 2016, the School of Architecture and Planning began offering a new post-baccalaureate certificate in sustainable urban communities as part of its graduate program in architecture. The Earl Graves School of Business and Management. The first Morgan degree in business administration was awarded in 1945. The Earl G. Graves School of Business and Management became a school in 1975 and is named after the great alumnus. The School of Global Journalism and Communication.
The School of Community Health and Policy. As the first doctoral oriented urban practice-based community health program at a historically Black college or university, the School of Community Health and Policy provides students the opportunity to learn community-based participatory research methods to address racial and ethnic health disparities. The school is comprised awarded Morgan funding to support a new research professorship. Morgan will receive $1 million, which will be matched by $1 million in funds received from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott to establish a new endowed chair for the Center for Urban Health Equity. The award will support the center's ability to recruit and attract the expertise necessary for the growth and expansion of the center's mission. This also marks the university's fourth research professorship in as many years.
The School of Mathematics and Science. The School of Mathematical and Natural Sciences began in 1998 when the university certification its College of Arts and Sciences into a College of Liberal Arts. And the School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Science. This year, the school celebrates its 25th anniversary. The School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences origins dates back to 1998, when the previous College of Arts and Sciences divided into two separate units, paving the way for today's two academic units, the School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, and the College of Liberal Arts. Though administered separately, these two very consequential academic units function in close unison with one another and demonstrated that though separated then, they are united now and forever in purpose, progress, and promise. We celebrate this hallmark anniversary and direct your attention to page 32 of the program for a full accounting of this quarter-century milestone. The School of Education and Urban Studies. The School of Education and Urban Studies is committed to preparing a culturally and ethnically diverse student body to serve with distinction in the field. The School of Education and Urban Studies is ranked among the top 50 schools nationally with a number of bachelor. And higher education degree programs.
The Clarence M. Mitchell Jr. School of Engineering. Since its inception in 1984, the Clarence M. Mitchell Jr. School of Engineering at Morgan has earned an outstanding reputation of academic excellence in the preparation of undergraduate and graduate students. The School of Engineering has fully accredited undergraduate programs in civil, electrical and computer, and industrial, manufacturing, and information engineering, and graduate programs that offer the Master of Engineering, Doctor of Engineering, and Master of Transportation. Morgan is the only university in the nation to establish a Bachelor's of Science degree program in transportation systems and the only institution in the state of Maryland that has an industrial engineering program. The School of Engineering is consistently ranked in the top 10 nationally for the number of bachelor degrees and Doctor of Engineering degrees awarded to African Americans.
The School of Global Journalism and Communication. Morgan State University has long held the distinction of an outstanding communications program. and its journalism students have been represented in newsrooms across the nation. The School of Global Journalism and Communications celebrated the 10th anniversary of its founding this year. Established in July of 2013 under founding Dean Dwayne Wickham, the SGJC immediately began work to earn accreditation from the Accrediting Council for Education in Journalism and Mass Communication. It earned its initial accreditation in spring of 2020. During their visit, the site team found SGJC in compliance with all 9 standards, a decision that was affirmed by the ACJMC's accrediting committee and then its accrediting council. Morgan School of Global Journalism and Communication was ranked 6th among all HBCU journalism schools nationwide by hbcucolleges.com.
The School of Social Work.
The Platform Party. Dr. Milford A. Jeremiah, Chief Marshal of the Morgan State University faculty, is leading the Platform Party. Dr. Jeremiah is serving in continuation of this prestigious role he has held as Morgan's long-standing Chief Marshal. The Associate Marshals include Ms. Heidi Bruce, Mrs. Natasha Lewis Williams, and Dr. Edwin T. Johnson. Other members of the Platform Party include President of the University Council, President of the MSU Alumni Association, clergy, the University Registrar, President of the Senior Class, special guest, Assistants to the President, the University Council, Chief of Staff to the President, Chair of Military Science, Honorary Degree Citation Readers, Deans of the University, the Morgan State University Board of Regents, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Hong Tao Yu, Honorary Degree Recipients, our distinguished commencement speaker, and Dr. David K. Wilson, President of Morgan State University.
Okay. I think if we keep going, but if you don't have anything else to say, that's okay. For the next time. Yeah, keep going.
Good morning. Thank you very much to the members of the Morgan State University Band for the processional music. I want to welcome all of you to the Fall 2023 Commencement exercises at Morgan State University. We are indeed very pleased to have all of you with us this morning to take part in this graduation ceremony. And so we ask everyone to remain standing for the invocation, followed by the singing of Lift Every Voice, which of course is going to be led by one of the magnificent voices from the Morgan State University Choir, Jasmine Washington Soprano. And so the invocation will now be offered by Reverend Clarence A. Wayman, chaplain of the Morgan State University Memorial Chapel. Reverend Wayman.
Greetings, grace, and peace to everyone. Let us pray. Lord God, our Creator, we are grateful for the class of 2023 commencement exercises. And because of that, dear Lord, we thank you for the many blessings bestowed at this occasion. We thank you for all degrees that will be conferred. And God, we ask that you, through the power of your Holy Spirit, begin to lift and restore parents, family, and all supporters of those that are graduating. We thank you, God, for the opportunity to celebrate on this day. And we ask, God, that as you restore, that you bless also the faculty and the staff of this great Morgan State University community. We thank you, God, for all of those that have participated in caring for the students, in protecting the students, and keeping us in this wonderful community by your power. Lord, we ask now that as they launch from this place, as they move out to achieve destiny and live with purpose, that we are reminded to keep first things first, which is giving you honor, glory, and praise through our living, through our service, and through our giving. Let us be Morgan made and Morgan proud as we step out into the world to become the next level of change agents that will bring about love, peace, and support into all of the community. Do this and bless us. Grant traveling mercy to those that have come and protect those that are traveling to go home. We thank you, Creator. Amen.
We will now have Lift Every Voice and sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, God who has brought us thus far on thy way, God who has brought thy light, let us into the light. Keep us forever in thy path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, where it forever stand. True to our God, true to our native land.
You may be seated. This is Morgan State University's 156th year in our existence. This is our 147th year of graduation ceremonies. And this is our 10th fall commencement exercise. And so joining us today are several members of the Morgan State University Board of Regents. I'm going to ask each of them to stand as I introduce them. First, we have with us the chair of the board, Regent the Honorable Kwaisi Mfume. The vice chair of the board, Regent retired 4-star General Larry R. Ellis. Regent Swati Agarwal. Regent Emily Hunter, Regent William A. Sherman II, Esquire, Regent Shalonda Stokes, Regent Carl W. Turnipseed, Regent Winston A. Wilkerson, Student Regent Peyton Moore Brooks, and former Regent and former Vice Chair of the Board, Regent Francis Draper. Please join me in giving a round of applause to members of the Morgan State University Board of Regents. And so I'm now pleased to present to you the Honorable Kwaisi Mfume, Chair of the Morgan State University Board of Regents, who will bring greetings on behalf of the board. Chair Mfume.
Good morning. Thank you, President Dr. David Wilson, for your introductory remarks and for welcoming everyone here today. I go further in thanking you also for your leadership on a national level with respect to higher education, your friendship over many years, and your stewardship of this great institution. Assisting you in that noble calling are the ranks of our many distinguished faculty members who are seated before me today, as well as administrators throughout the university. Today, we, the Board of Regents, welcome and congratulate this year's commencement speaker and honorary degree recipient, Kim Godwin, president of ABC News, who will be properly introduced shortly. Students, 65 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood on this campus and he gave the commencement address to the graduating class of 1958. He said then, and I quote, "Today you bid farewell to these hallowed grounds which will remain dear to you so long as the cords of your memory shall lengthen. For you are finishing," he said, "college in one of the most exciting periods in human history. You have," he said, "the privilege of standing between two worlds, the dying old one and the emerging new one." And so today, 65 years later, much like those graduates then, you have worked hard, learned a lot, overcome many challenges to get to this point. You've made friends and memories and connections along the way that will last you a lifetime. And you have earned the right to celebrate your achievements and to be proud of yourselves today. But as you celebrate, I want to also challenge you. I want to challenge you to think about what you will do now with the education, the skills, and the opportunities that you have gained here at Morgan. I want to challenge you to think about how you will use them to make a positive difference in the world. This is a culminating moment of great promise, choice, and opportunity for those of you who are part of this great graduating class. And now, graduates, you can finally look back and say that it really was all worthwhile. The hard work, the sleepless nights, the anxiety before examinations, the never-ending deadlines for papers, and the excitement about discovering both the world around you and your great potential in that world to succeed. For now, you know, if never before, that what lies behind you and what lies before you is of less significance when compared to what lies within you. And so as you go forward from this day, remember, as you were taught here at Morgan, that excellence is earned and that the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. The degree that you will receive in just a few moments will represent many things. It will be a reward for your academic excellence. It will be a reminder of a debt that you will never be able to repay your parents and grandparents. It will be both a source of relief and respect for your professors, but more than anything, it is in fact a license to learn. So remember this day. It will pass rather quickly. Remember the faces of your fellow students who are seated around you, knowing that some of them you may never see again. And remember fair Morgan, her orange and her blue, and never let go of your alma mater. We, the Board of Regents, salute you, the graduating class of 2023. Good luck, congratulations, and Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mfume. And so we come to the part of our program this morning where we hear from our commencement speaker. This morning, Morgan State University is very privileged and extremely honored to have as our commencement speaker, Miss Kim Godwin. Kim Godwin is the president of ABC News, America's #1 news network. She is the first Black woman to serve as a network news president in the history of this nation. Since joining ABC News in 2021, Kim Godwin has driven and overseen bold, innovative, straightforward journalism and storytelling. Godwin also oversees the editorial and business operations for broadcast, digital, streaming, and audio news across the organization, which includes trusted and iconic franchises such as Good Morning America, World News Tonight, 2020, Nightline, 538, The View, and This Week. Since becoming president, Godwin has built a more diverse talent and senior executive team that better reflects and represents the communities ABC News serves. She has greatly diversified content on all platforms, including broadening the award-winning show Soul of a Nation franchise. In 2022, under Kim Godwin's leadership, ABC News earned a record 41 Emmy nominations in 28 categories, the most of any news division and the most for ABC News in 53 years. That's progress. For the 2022 52-week television season, ABC News was once again #1 across the board. Good Morning America was the #1 morning newscast in total viewers for the 10th year in a row. World News Tonight with David Muro was the #1 program on all of television for 31 weeks, more than any other program, and the #1 newscast for the 6th consecutive year. This Week was also there again, and the #1 Sunday public affairs program this week also was #1 and continued down that path. What you are hearing is that Kim Godwin has not stood still when she became the president of ABC News. She has taken that particular network to heights unknown. She is a fierce champion for inclusion and telling representative stories. In 2020, she helped develop and oversaw the CBS News Race and Culture Unit and CBS Village, which is a multi-platform franchise to highlight content about diverse groups. She was recognized in November 2020 by the National Association of Black Journalists in the Meddale School of Journalism at Northwestern University with the Ida B. Wells Award for her work in advocating for coverage of communities of color, building diverse newsrooms, and championing young journalists throughout their careers. I can go on and on about Kim Godwin and her trailblazing career. She is married to the accomplished assistant superintendent of Clayton County, Georgia schools, and has what she calls, quote, a wonderful blended family of 2 daughters and 2 stepchildren. Please join me this morning in giving a very warm Morgan State University National Treasure welcome to President Kim Godwin of ABC News.
I like that tipping of the hat thing. Thank you, Dr. Wilson, for that warm introduction. Hey, Morgan State! You know, every time I hear that resume, I just thank God. I consider every moment of my life to be a blessing. I'm so filled with gratitude this morning because it is such a tremendous honor to be on this historic and beautiful campus that is Morgan State University. Congratulations, graduates. Let's give it up for the graduating class of 2023. Yes. All right, and let's keep clapping because we have to give it up for all the proud families and friends in the audience who got us here. I know it took a lot of pennies and prayers and praise and perseverance many times over to make today happen. As the mother of two daughters, I know that there are fewer joys in life than seeing your child or your grandchild earn a college degree. And for some families, this will be the first time anyone in their family has graduated from college. Isn't that a very special day indeed? Yes. I was the first on my mother's side to graduate from college, so I know the feeling. And whether that degree comes with summa cum laude or thank you, Lottie, it still counts. You know, I thank the heavens. I thank the heavens for allowing my path to cross with the esteemed erudite who is your president, Dr. David Wilson, the great president of this wondrous university. Dr. Wilson, your work inspires me, and I'm honored that you were inspired to ask me to try to inspire these graduates with the truth of my journey. I graciously also acknowledge all of the platform guests, our extraordinary faculty here, and the staff. Frankly, I hope my story is just a blip in the stories of these young scholars and college graduates and what they're about to write for themselves. So graduates, you made it today. And I stand before you symbolizing what's possible for your tomorrow. For my story began very similar to many of yours. I stand before you as the hopes and dreams, the prayers personified of my grandmother, my late grandmother, and my 80-year-old mother, they poured all they had into me as the eldest child and grandchild, and then all the youngins who came behind me. I was once sitting there right where you are today, proud of myself, but a little nervous about my future. I did not know enough back then to think about being president of anything. I just wanted a job so that I could work to help to get my grandmother out of the projects, and so that I could help to buy my mother her first car. That's what I was thinking about on my graduation day. They were very real, but simple dreams. But what I did not know, the universe did. There's a book that some of you may be familiar with that has a few inspiring verses that I hold on to this day. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper, not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And if you're not familiar with that book, I hope you are, but if you're not, let me spit a few bars from another great writer, an artist named Drake. He says, "I want to thank God for working way harder than Satan. He's playing favorites. It feels amazing." Yes. These are just examples of some of the positive verses that I speak into the universe every morning to help me prepare for whatever the world has in store for me that day. And graduates, so should you. Speak positivity over your own lives. You want that job? You want to make money? You want to start your own business? Speak it, claim it every morning. For you too are the hopes and dreams, the prayers personified of your mothers and fathers, of your grandmothers and grandfathers, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your friends. We all can call it Mama Nim. We know who that is. That includes everybody. I went to college on a Greyhound bus, 30 hours from New York City down to Tallahassee, Florida. Florida A&M, a fellow HBCU. But I'll tell you what, I love all HBCUs, and I am proud to rep Morgan today. And here's why I love HBCUs. One of the reasons. My first internship after my sophomore year in college was at a radio station in New York City. The only other intern there was a young man named Dale Burley, and he was matriculating through Morgan State University. So here we were, two kids from the same city, tough neighborhoods, representing two different HBCUs at what was then the #1 radio stations in New York City, WBLS, WLIB, which happened to be the first Black-owned radio stations in New York, owned by Percy Sutton of Inner City Broadcasting. Dale and I would meet every morning at the Coffee and Donuts. You know why? Because they were free. My mom gave me $2 a day to get to that internship. It was all she had. So the Coffee and the Donuts, that was a great meeting place. WBLS and WLIB was a news station, and they had Black reporters and anchors like Joe Bragg and Wayne Gilman, people we grew up listening to. So for Dale and I, we were just hyped to be our best there. But what I loved most about Dale from Morgan State was the way he spoke. I don't mean just grammar, because we all had grammar game. We are college students, by the way, but he always perfectly enunciated every single syllable of every single word. I love to converse with the brother because just hearing him speak was an experience. We could code switch on topics, but for Dale, not on language. I'd say, "What's up, Dale?" like WASSUP, Dale. And he would answer, "What's happening, Kim?" followed by another sentence that would sound like a soulful song. He caused me to elevate my enunciation game. And by the way, if your friends don't help elevate you, graduates, you need new friends. We both represented our colleges well, working hard that summer and getting rave reviews on our internships. But after a while, we lost touch. Fast forward about 20 years later, I was sitting in a pew at the Abyssinian Baptist Church in Harlem, where I'd recently become a member. I looked across the church, and there was Dale Burley. He had been a member at Abyssinian for many years, it turns out. He had become a successful broadcast engineer, and me, a successful broadcast executive. That's another lesson, graduates. Don't burn bridges, build them. You never know when you'll meet the person down the road. We were very proud of each other and stayed friendly after that, keeping in touch, especially ragging on each other during football season. But Dale Burley passed away suddenly and shockingly a few years ago. It truly hurt my heart. But if there's a theme I want to leave you with today, it's about meeting your moment in history, as Dale Burley and I did back then as HBCU representatives on an internship together. So to connect my past to my present, which is connected to your present and your future, as president of ABC News, I'm the coach of the best team of journalists in the business, extraordinary professionals who understand the privilege we have as communicators committed to straightforward reporting covering all communities. Thanks to the brilliant work of our team and thanks to our viewers, we are America's #1 choice for news. And by the way, as the world turns, it's pretty cool to sit in conversation with David Muir and Robin Roberts, with Michael Strahan, a Texas Southern HBCU grad, with George Stephanopoulos and Lindsay Davis and Whit Johnson and Gio Benitez, Eva Pilgrim, Janae Norman, DeMarco Morgan, another HBCU grad from Jackson State, Whoopi Goldberg, and the list could go on, many others on the ABC News team. There are wars in Ukraine, as we know, and in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas, and that's grown into trouble here at home with Islamophobia and anti-Semitism on the rise. We have a consequential election ahead of us in this divided country. And here at home, we're plagued by gun violence on the streets and wherever people gather, in churches, synagogues, movie theaters, shopping malls, and yes, as you know, here at Morgan State, we know that all too well in our schools and on our college campuses. We pray for the continued recovery of the 5 victims of the shooting here this year and the healing of the Morgan State community. All over the country, people young and old are struggling to make ends meet. We're struggling with the economics of buying groceries and gas and paying student loans. Many are just fighting to live. And what are our elected officials doing about all of this? Mostly, they are fighting with each other. Party lines have become enemy lines. And as a journalist, my job for the past 4 decades, and now at ABC, has been to report about what's going on in the world. Your job, graduates, now is to do something about it, to change the world, to meet your moment in history. We stand on the shoulders of many who have already met their moments. The Harriets and Sojourners, the Fredericks and W.E.B.s. There are Martins and Malcolms and Roses and Corettas and Idas and Fannie Lou's. The list could go on. They have met their moments. And now it's time for you to meet yours. So what does that mean? I want to leave you with something that you can remember and perhaps refer back to later in life. You see, I've realized over the ups and downs, mainly ups of this blessed career that I actually have realized that I have superpowers. The great thing I want to share with you today is that you do too. I want to share these superpowers in a memorable way, so I'm going to leave you with a rose, R-O-S-E. R is for the superpower of resilience. Meet your moment with resilience. Yes, you're going to stumble and sometimes fall down. People may, in fact, push you down. They may try to hold you down, but don't you dare stay down. Get up. Resilience requires it. Your degree from Morgan State requires it. The work you put into that degree demands it. O is for the superpower of optimism. Meet your moments with optimism. Glass half full always. Even when you're down, look for and find the bright side. And here's a tip for you. As long as you're living, there is always a bright side. S is for the superpower of a smile. Meet your moments with a smile. A smile makes a connection because whether we realize it or not, it starts down in your soul and comes up. It disarms hateful people and warms cool hearts. If you don't believe me, try it in an elevator one day when people are looking all serious. Just start smiling. People don't know what to do with that. But most of the time, eventually they'll start smiling back. E is for the superpower of excellence every day. Excellence every day. Whatever your gift, and everyone has one, do it with excellence every day. And remember, as Dr. Wilson said, excellence is earned. When you choose to show up with excellence and make it a deeply personal commitment, eventually it will be seen and heard by the right people at the right time. So graduates, as you go out in this world filled with opportunity, the same opportunity that met my husband, a fellow FAMU alum who's now assistant superintendent of schools, the same opportunity that met my eldest daughter, Kimberly, a third generation HBCU grad who is now an accomplished professional stylist in New York, that same opportunity that met my younger daughter, Kirsten, who started out as an Alvin Ailey trained dancer, then post-COVID design operations manager for ABC News Digital Brands. The same opportunity that met my nephew, who is here, who went to Delaware State to study journalism and is now working for CBS Sports. I say all of this about our opportunity because they are your opportunities too. What you're doing today is generational change. The expectation from you now and all that come behind you is that you will graduate from college, an expectation of your family. So I want you to remember this day when a once little Black girl from the hood who looked just like you, who went to an HBCU, worked 3 jobs her senior year, got out and at her first job made $12,000 a year, who worked hard and traversed this country, working at 10 television stations in 9 cities, eventually all 3 broadcast networks. This little Black girl who did go back and buy her grandmother that house. Who did get her mom her first car, which was a Mercedes. Thank you very much. This little Black girl got about 35 years into her career before she even began to dream about being a first. But graduates of Morgan State's fall class of 2023, you can be a first faster. When you carry your rose, when you meet your moment in history, I am living proof that history meets you and dreams do come true. Go do you. Thank you.
Some more appreciation for Kim Godwin, President ABC News. It's amazing. President Godwin, thank you so very much for really challenging our graduates to meet their moment with a rose of resilience, optimism, a smile, and excellence, and then challenging them even more to be a first faster. What an incredible challenge to the fall 23 graduates of Morgan State University. Please join me once again in thanking Kim Godwin. And we certainly want you to know that Morgan State University is a place where you can always return, and we would welcome you as well back home. And so thank you once again very much. And so at this time, we will be favored with a song led by another of the magnificent voices of the Morgan State University Choir, Brittany Hayes, soprano. Brittany.
When you walk through a storm, keep your chin up high and don't be afraid of the dark. is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Brittany Hayes. And so now we have come to the point where the honorary degrees will be conferred, and I call on Chairman Mfume.
Mr. President, the Board of Regents of Morgan State University hereby authorizes you to confer upon President Kim Godwin an honorary degree in recognition of her notable and noteworthy achievements.
Kimberly A. Godwin, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Morgan State University Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Public Service with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Mr. President, the Board of Regents of Morgan State University hereby authorizes you to confer upon the Honorable Larry Hogan an honorary degree for his notable and noteworthy achievements.
The Honorable Larry Hogan, Doctor of Public Service. The Honorable Larry Hogan served as Maryland's 62nd governor after being elected in 2014, becoming only the second Republican to hold the office in nearly 50 years, and the first Republican governor to win a second term in Maryland since 1954. Before his election to the state's highest office, Governor Hogan worked in the private sector as a successful Maryland businessman for more than 25 years. Once in office, Governor Hogan quickly became an example of leadership for the nation, accomplishing what many believe was no longer possible: bipartisan, common sense solutions. A long-standing advocate for higher education, particularly at Morgan State and other Maryland HBCUs, Governor Hogan exercised executive leadership and integrity in March 2021, signing into law the legislation that ended the 15-year lawsuit filed by the Coalition for Equity and Excellence in Maryland Higher Education on behalf of Maryland's historically Black colleges and universities. The $577 million HBCU settlement bill addressed the historic inequalities in resource allocation and degree programming in higher education in the state, and the beneficial impact of its passage will be felt for generations to come. During his tenure, Governor Hogan made a historic investment into Morgan State University. Today's commencement exercises mark a welcome return to Governor Hogan to the national treasure, where he delivered a well-received keynote address for Morgan's 2016 Honors Convocation.
The Honorable Larry Hogan. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Morgan State University, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Public Service with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Mr. President, the Board of Regents of Morgan State University hereby authorizes you to confer upon Dr. George A. Pruitt an honorary degree for his notable and noteworthy achievements.
Dr. George A. Pruitt, Doctor of Humane Letters. George A. Pruitt is President Emeritus and Board Distinguished Fellow at Thomas Edison State University. Dr. Pruitt was appointed the institution's third president in December 1982 and served in that position for more than 35 years. He is among the longest-serving public university presidents in the nation and was identified as one of the country's most effective college presidents in a study of presidential leadership funded by the Exxon Education Foundation. Dr. Pruitt is active in the formulation of educational policy nationally and within the state of New Jersey. He has served in an advisory capacity to 5 U.S. Secretaries of Education under 3 U.S. presidents, who included members of the Democratic and Republican parties. He is the recipient of 6 honorary degrees and numerous other awards, honors, and commendations, and has consulted widely in higher education, business, and government. Dr. Pruitt is a former member of the Board of Directors of the American Association of State Colleges and Universities, the American Council on Education, the National Advisory Committee on Institutional Quality and Integrity, and the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, and many more. Before his tenure at Thomas Edison State University, Dr. Pruitt served in executive leadership positions at other state universities, including Morgan State University.
Dr. George A. Pruitt. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Morgan State University, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating all of the honorary degree recipients. I am now pleased to present Dr. Hong Tao Yu, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will recognize those seniors that are graduating with honors. Provost Yu.
Mr. President, I'm pleased to present honors graduates as follows. Graduates, please stand as a group to be recognized according to the following categories. Cum laude with honor with grade point average of 3.4 to 3.59. Magna cum laude with high honor with grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79. Summa cum laude with highest honor with grade point average of 3.8 to 4.0.
Congratulations.
These honorees are recognized by the honor stoles that they wear, and their individual honors will be announced as they walk across the stage to receive their degrees. Mr. President, I'm also pleased to announce the valedictorians of the class of fall 2023 with a GPA of 4.0. This year we have 4 of them. As I call your name, please stand. Abisola Arroyo Laju, Computer Science. Amira Begum, Elementary Education. Vikesh Ragni, Computer Science. Claudia Utria Alvarez, Accounting. Then I want to announce the salutatorian of the class of fall 2023 with a GPA of 3.99.
So close.
Shihad Kanal Hindi, Nutritional Science. President, I now also want to ask the following two graduates to come to the platform. Gladys Melissa Vasquez Ferrufino, Entrepreneurship. Apollonia Williams, Architecture and Environmental Design.
Thank you very much, Provost Yu. While these two students are coming forward to get special awards, just a word or two about the awards in which they are about to receive. Since 1953, the president of Morgan State University has presented awards to outstanding members of the graduating class. The first of these awards is the President's Second Mile Award. It is presented to a member of the graduating class who best exemplifies the ideal of going the extra mile in making a contribution to the enhancement of campus life. This year, the President's Second Mile Award for Fall 2023 is presented to Ms. Gladys Melissa Vasquez Ferrufino. Please join me in congratulating her. The second award is the President's Creative Achievement Award. It is presented to a member of the graduating class who has made an exceptional contribution of a creative nature to campus life. This year, the President's Creative Achievement Award for Fall 2023 is presented to Ms. Apollonia Williams. Congratulations to these two amazing students for receiving these special awards. Please join me in giving them some appreciation, please. Thank you. And so I'm now pleased to present Lieutenant Colonel Nadia Moss, who is chair of the Department of Military Science, who will announce the graduating ROTC cadets who were commissioned on yesterday. I was at that ceremony, a very moving ceremony, as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Moss.
Is it on? Okay, thank you. Mr. President, the Bear Battalion was established at the Morgan State College in 1948. In 75 years together, we have commissioned over 1,530 second lieutenants in our nation's armed forces. We have produced 12 generals, second university only to West Point Academy. Today, we will render the oath to 9 more second lieutenants. Mr. President, I am pleased to announce the graduating ROTC cadets commissioned in fall 2023 as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Please stand as I say your name. Second Lieutenant Rasir Ahmed. Stand up. Transportation Corps, Maryland National Guard. Second Lieutenant Ademole Akinale. Adjutant General Corps, Maryland National Guard. Second Lieutenant Ania Carter, Quartermaster, United States Army Reserve. Second Lieutenant Corrine Clark Howard, Nursing, Active Duty. Second Lieutenant Janiyah Goldsmith, Adjutant General, New Jersey National Guard. Second Lieutenant Danielle Gray, Ordnance, Active Duty. Second Lieutenant Tanaja Neal Davis, Transportation Corps, United States Army Reserve. Second Lieutenant Michaela Oliver, Transportation Corps, Active Duty. Second Lieutenant Liam Petrowski, Chemical Corps, Active Duty. Now we'll render the oath. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, against all regulations and uniform code of military justice. So help me God. Please give them a round of applause.
Congratulations to all of our newly commissioned second lieutenants in the United States Army. We now come to the portion of the program for the conferral of degrees. And so I'm going to ask our provost, Dr. Hung Ta Yu, to come forward and to lead us through the process of conferring our doctorates, masters, and eventually our baccalaureate degrees. Provost Yu.
Mr. President, the candidates for degrees will be presented by the deans of the colleges and schools of the university as they appear in the order of exercise. First, Dr. Dean Garrison.
All candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, please rise. All candidates for the degree Doctor of Education, please rise. All candidates for the degree Doctor of Engineering, please rise. All candidates for the degree Doctor of Public Health, please rise. Mr. President, I am honored to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Engineering, and Doctor of Public Health.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Morgan State University Board of Regents, I now confer upon you en masse the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Engineering, and Doctor of Public Health, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations to all of you, and you will proceed to the stage under the direction of the marshal, where you will be hooded by your major professor.
And Mr. President, as they come forward, I will ask the registrar to come forward for a special presentation. Awesome.
Good morning, everyone. We want to take a moment of reflection to honor students, staff, and faculty who could not be with us here today due to their untimely passing. I ask that we bow our heads and have a moment of silence to remember them. Mr. President, with great sadness, I regret that I must ask you to confer a Doctor of Education in Urban Educational Leadership for the topic, Outside Looking In, Teaching African American Females with Oppositional Defiant Disorder, posthumously on Yvette Butler. The diploma will be accepted by Yvette's daughter, Anya Butler. Let us welcome her to the stage. Yvette will be a part of the Morgan family forever, and so will you, Anya. Congratulations.
Hamad B. Al-Jahid. Dissertation, A History of Qatar Security Forces 1949 to 1971. Advisor, Dr. Lawrence Peskin. Yvette Jackson. Examining rating quality and rater-mediated activities for standard item alignment research. Advisor, Dr. Damon Bryant. Janine Alicia Jackson. Measurement and modeling, a multidimensional examination of sociocultural factors as determinants for perceptions of risk of victimization in metropolitan settings. Advisors, Dr. Winburn, who is assisted by Dr. Alicia M. Jackson, the candidate's mother. Candidate Chantia Muketu. Candidate Atia Sharmeen. Dissertation, Cancer Survivors in the United States, a quantitative study examining the relationships of cancer survivorship, race, and employment among working age populations. Advisor, Dr. Ian I.L. Lindong. Candidate Rifat Ara Alam Barsha. Dissertation, Unequal Association Between Socioeconomic Status and Tobacco Outcomes. Minorities Diminished, Return in Baltimore. Advisor, Dr. Payam Sheikh Hatari. Candidate Thea R. Celestine. Dissertation, Trauma and Triumph, Exploring the Professional Identity Construction of African American Female College Presidents in Higher Education. Advisor, Dr. Sean Robinson. Candidate Keyshawn A. Moncrief. Dissertation, Acceptance, Growth, and Development, HBCU Faculty Experiences in Emergency Remote Teaching during the COVID-19 Pandemic. Advisor, Dr. Benjamin Welsh. Candidate, Thekri A. Al-Sahif. Graduate Studies, Higher Education, Dissertation, Experiences of Graduate Saudi Students with Mental Health Challenges in the United States. Advisor, Dr. Benjamin Welsh. Candidate Bernice D. Brazina. Dissertation, Exploring the Relationship Between Co-Curricular Participation and Student Engagement for Women in Community College Engineering Programs. Advisor, Dr. Robin Spade. Candidate Chinwe Ihuoma. Dissertation, Exploring the Experiences of African International Students on Institutional Support Services in a Mid-Atlantic Community College. Advisor, Dr. Krishna Bista. Candidate Jasmine D. Roan. Dissertation, Social Emotional Learning Competencies and Academic Performance among High-Achieving African American Middle Students, an Exploratory and Explanatory Case Study. Advisors, Drs. Dia Sakia and Omari Jackson. Candidate Behnaz Safivi. Dissertation, Evaluation of Highway Stormwater, BMPs, and Environmental Site Design Criteria of Maryland State Highway Administration, Dissertation and Feasibility Study. Advisor, Dr. James Hunter. Candidate Jaleel Abdul. Dissertation, Assessing Urbanization Impacts and Mitigation Strategies for Herring Run Stream Basin and its Tributaries. Advisor, Dr. Dong Hee Kang. Candidate Oludayu Samuel Alamu. Dissertation, Exergy Analysis and Environmental Assessment of Thermal Processing of Solid Waste to Energy. Advisor, Dr. Seong Lee. Candidate Patrick A. Crawford. Dissertation, An Exploration of Mental Health Utilization Among Black Men, Barriers, Attitudes, and Facilitation. Advisor, Dr. Rhonda Wells Wilburn. Candidate Eric P. Lee. Dissertation, Impact of Gentrification-Induced Displacement on the Psychosocial Well-Being of Indigenous African American Residents. Advisor, Dr. Rhonda Wells Wilburn. Candidate Christopher L. Maith, Sr. Dissertation, A Study of Social Workers' Self-Perceptions of Their Cultural Competence in Providing Community-Based Services to Black Populations in Urban Communities. Advisor, Dr. Rhonda Wells Wilburn. Candidate David Christopher Miller. Dissertation, Daddy and Me, Understanding the Social and Emotional Connections Between Non-Residential Black Fathers and Their Daughters. Advisor, Dr. Rhonda Wells Wilburn.
All candidates for the degree Master of Architecture, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Arts, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of City and Regional Planning, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Education, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Engineering, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Landscape Architecture, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Science, please rise. All candidates for the degree Master of Social Work, please rise. Mr. President, I'm honored to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees Master of Architecture, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of City and Regional Planning, Master of Education, Master of Engineering, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Science, and Master of Social Work.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Morgan State University Board of Regents, I now confer upon you in mass the master's degree according to the department and school in which you have qualified, with all the rights, privileges, and duties and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Masters of Public Health as well, please.
James R. Morgan III. Rajna Kanal. Justin S. Walker. Shantarika Mori. Eric Moore. Paris J. Rich. Reham Al-Rais. Donovan L. Riley. Ashley Britt. Joseph A. Oluyemi. Stella N. Ayika. Raven Johnson. Nyrone Lewis. Salah J. Kadiri. Oluwaseyi Iroko. Morgan Nicole Jemison. Nia Reed. Ayanulawa Osofawara. Traylante A. Gaither. Tambari F. Nuka. Maximilian Thrower. Ebisindor V. Awala. Fatima Ishola Lemomu. Arphelia K. Cabell. Omotolani D. Lawal. Alemayehu Bele Casa. Gerald A. Ellis. Marlise Cocho. Naima O. Agilora. Mandu Daniel Akpan. Tafaria Jonelle Williams. Amber Smiley. Natasha E. Whitmore. Jaycees Parajuli. Kobe Jordan Rooms. Muswe Pimbamoto Mundemba. Ahmed Rain. Frank Efe. Harsimrat Kaur. Raikendra Brunson. Derek M. Chavis. Josiah Julian. Aliyah Nashe Nolan. Abdul Rashid Rashidi. Opiyemi T. Adeniran. Genevieve H. Barath. Alicia M. Marison. Lacey A. Williams. Timothy Michael Banks. Janelle S. Harris. Yibi Orik W. Bakwain. Anye Chandria Chavis. Olajide Aderom Melekbin. Oluwafarami O. Olulana. Tasia Branch. Brian N. Riddick. Danielle O. Okeji. Tavriel K. Prout. Abiola O. Ojala. Blessing Isuyiza Adika. Joseph Oluwagbogo Aina. Oluwatunmise O. Akiniyini. Akpabio P. Akpoa. Khaled Gamal. Anika Rijal. Segaye A. Arficho.
Congratulations to all of our master's degree recipients. We have now come to the part of the program for the conferral of baccalaureate degrees.
All candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science in the College of Interdisciplinary and Continuing Studies, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Arts, the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, and the degree Bachelor of Science in the College of Interdisciplinary and Continuing Studies with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Ingo.
All candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science in the James H. Gilliam Jr. College of Liberal Arts, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Arts, the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, and the degree Bachelor of Science in the James H. Gilliam Jr. College of Liberal Arts, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Osojo, School of Architecture and Planning.
All candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Science in the School of Architecture and Planning, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the School of Architecture and Planning, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Interim Dean MDAD, the Earl G. Graves School of Business and Management.
All candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Earl G. Graves School of Business and Management, please rise. Mr. President, I'm pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Business and Management, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Sitnor, School of Community Health and Policy.
All candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Community Health and Policy, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Community Health and Policy, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Shungwu, School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences.
All candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Prime, School of Education and Urban Studies.
All candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Education and Urban Studies, please rise. Mr. President, I'm pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Science in the School of Education and Urban Studies, with specification according to the departments in which they have qualified.
Dean Barton, Clarence M. Mitchell, School of Engineering.
All candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Clarence M. Mitchell Jr. School of Engineering, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Clarence M. Mitchell Jr. School of Engineering with specifications according to the departments in which they have qualified.
And last, Dean Jones, School of Global Journalism and Communication.
All candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the School of Global Journalism and Communication, please rise. Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the School of Global Journalism and Communication, with specification according to the departments in which they may have qualified.
Yes. Candidates for the bachelor's degree, we have come to the final and one of the most important formalities of this commencement exercise. While the degrees that have been conferred thus far, the doctorates and the master's degrees, have been awarded to individuals who already hold college degrees, this is a high point of this ceremony because at this time, we will award degrees to those members of the graduating class who, for the most part, are earning their first college degree. This is your rite of passage. This is where you will be literally transitioned and inducted into the elite body of citizens of this nation who hold a college degree. And so, for this reason, we here at Morgan have a ritual that we follow at this point in our ceremony. And we're about to enter into a bit more elaborate, symbolic, and choreographed ritual. And we all need your full attention and your cooperation in following the protocol for awarding your baccalaureate degrees. And that protocol will involve 5 very simple steps. First, I will confer the bachelor's degree on all of you en masse. Then, I will ask you to turn to your left and extend your left arm, which holds your hood. And following that, I will ask you to take the hood from your left arm, or from the left arm of the graduate in front of you, I should say, and place that hood over the head of the person in front of you. And once the hoods are in place, I will then direct you to turn and face me. And then finally, I will ask all of you to grasp your tassel on the right side of your mortarboard and in perfect unison, move it to the left side of the mortarboard. So it's not as complicated as it sounds. And so uh, please, please listen to and follow these instructions carefully and watch the prompts given by the Chief Marshal of the faculty, who's on stage here, of course, wearing the white gloves, as we officially confer your bachelor's degrees here at the National Treasure. All right, so step one. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Morgan State University Board of Regents, I do by confer upon you in mass the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. All graduates, please turn to your left. Then extend your left arm, which holds your hood, outward. Extend your left arm, which holds your hood, outward. And now with your right hand, take the hood from the left arm of the graduate in front of you. And then with the velvet facing upward and pointed facing forward, place the hood over the head of the graduate in front of you. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is the Morgan way. That is how we do it at the National Treasure. Now I want you to turn the inside of the hood, the orange and blue satin, slightly outward. So we show Morgan pride, orange and blue Morgan pride. And so finally, if you are next to the end of the row, I want you to turn around and do the same thing for the graduate who is on the end of the row and has no one behind him or her to do the hoodie. And so now that the hooding is complete, all graduates will turn to their right and once again face me. And so now, graduates, I want you to grasp the tassel on the right side of your mortarboard, and on the count of three, move it to the left. 1, 2, 3, move it. Yay! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the undergraduate class of fall 2023 from the National Treasure, Morgan State University. Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated.
Ademola Oyutunde Akinwale.
Come back, Kim.
Ania Janae Carter. Kareem Mark Howard. Janaya Annette Goldsmith. Danielle Gray. Michaela Zipporah Oliver. Liam Pietrowski. Tanija I. Neal Davis. Vincent T. Allen. Jonathan Beltry. Naheem Ronell Jeremiah
John Vermont, Travis S. Davis I, Isaiah Edmond, Shakira Fremantle, Thaddeus L. Hodges, Adedemola Olawasai Ogunkola, Michael Powell Jr., Apollonia Terry Ann Williams, Cameron N. Bailey, Susan Maria Frazier, Marilyn Ann Russell, Carrie Long, Mary Madison, Erica Smith Deloach, Christine Ann Richardson, Justin Hunt, Gilbert Dent, Amir Ari Adams, Margaret Sue Kipi Ade, Keenan James Alexander, Ahmed Almari, Sumai Zara Salwa Alkazali,
I don't want pictures.
Speak directly into the mic.
Sam Elsheimer,
No pictures.
Willie Baker, Sydney Brianna Beatty, Tavon Benjamin, Alexis D. Bridges, Hope Olivia Brown, Jason A. Brown, Tanisha A. Brown, Kayla Nicole Burnett, Asia M. Butler, Ermini Kaju, Niall S. Campbell, Preston Coleman, Charlize Corinne Carter, Taye Ray Coffey, LaKoya Janina Cook Taylor, Dorian A. Cooper, Alima Jamila Dakins, Eunice David Adisua, Nia N. DeGroat Poussar, Michael Allen Dennis, Theodore C. Ejimofor Jr., Paige Chastity Fletcher, Kayla L. Florence, Avina Fulton, Yasmin Lisa George, Trinity Ashley Gibson, Isaiah Q. Gray, Quentin Maurice Green, Janae Harvey, Brittany K. Haynes, Kyla Renee Cunningham, Tanaya Henderson, Jada Nairi Payne, Letitia Sade Jackson, Jabriel Leon Johnson, Miles Addison Johnson Crawley, India Janasia Howard, Rayana Kira Destiny Jones, Sharday Latoya Jones, Jirina Mildred Leola Jordan, Tahir Juba, Jaya Renee Lloyd,
Rihanna Rochelle Johnson. Leanne Denise Mason. Sunshine Amarni McCray. Iona Amiri McFadden. Adriana Renee Mitchell. Peyton Mitchell Sr. Josiah M. Moore. Ejani Y. Najee Makonyo. Shatia M. Ogle. Jamina Antoinette Pettis. Kayla Melody Pittman. Alana Destiny Powell. Najee Pratt. John M. Purvis. Shania Morel Ramsey. Anastasia Nicole Couture. Deja Diana Reddick. James Damon Reed II. Tyreek Dijon Russell. Mylan Safir. Bernice Alicia Samuels. Raquelvin Santiago Espinal. Kayla Elise Shepard. Sky Simmons. Jasmine L. Sims. Naya Sade Small Graham. Dejanay T. Smith. Kaylin Adrian Smith. Perry A. Smith. Victoria Sneed. Janoy Kyrie Blake Sumner. Alexander Leopold Simonette. Brianna Maria Thomas. Joshua X. Tuck. James R. Turner. Joy Brianna Turner. Joy Brianna Twiner. Deja Monet Twyman. Jordan Nicole Wallace. Rainice Aaliyah Waples. Jasmine Brianna Washington. Kayla A. Whitmore. Camille Elizabeth Thompson. Sydney Renee Smith. Shanice J. Thomas.
School of Business. You want to change?
Yes. I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
School of Business.
The School of Business. Naya Lynn Adams. Hawazin Alusubi, cum laude. Christopher Miles Barnes. Ayidoji Akambesto. Leslie Kwame Ofori Incho. Dima Amaya. Jasmine Chanel Arrington, summa cum laude. Miles Austin. Tiffany T. Austin. Justin Javon Battle. Aaliyah S. Blackman. Trayvon Lamar Branch, summa cum laude. Sydney Amina Broom. Anulawapo Balujiwa, the first. Kyoko D. Corinne Hawkins. Jemima O. Ibringa. Obayimi Precious Fadoju, cum laude. Kyle T. Farah, cum laude. Masai Sherrod Fulmore. Kinoni Iana Galloway, Jaden Miles Williams Gary, Veronica Kelly Griswold, Veronica Kelly Griswold, Tamina M. Guthrie, Tia Laney Harrington, Jermaine Marcus Henderson, summa cum laude, Kayla N. Golson, Emmanuel Ikawuchu Iba, magna cum laude, Great Ifeanyi Iwugu, Janae Jailes, Dejanique Jones McLeod, Lakaya Lachey Kit, cum laude, Alexis Tanira Lawrence, Imani Denise Lane Nath, Lyell Sade Ledbetter, Aji Awa Imbe, Kendall Ilani Nia McCullough, Elijah Vincent McFarland, Christopher Eric Miner, Haven D. Moore, Shamira Tajay Flora Mullins, cum laude, Cyril N. Enjoya, Marshall Tendonka Nutsa, Faith Nwagugo, Michael Okowasili, Bella Akinyi Omolo, Nia Yvette Park, summa cum laude, Elsie Pepra, Chase H. Powell, Charles Lyndon Proctor III, Tatiana Olivia Reed, Faith A. Johnson, magna cum laude, Andrew Robinson IV, Avery J. St. Pierre, Tayana Monet Marie Saunders, Brandy E. Scott, Deontay Donnell Scott, Jocelyn Erica Tichamo Jato, cum laude, Mariah Inez Walden, Naisha Salimani, Darren Smith, cum laude, Joshua Matthew Stevens, Kristen Michelle Sweets, Nicholas Allen Taylor, Muriel Audrey Tachamoko Tankwa, summa cum laude, Claudia Patricia Utria Alvarez, summa cum laude, Gladys Melissa Vasquez Ferrino, Amaya Watts, cum laude, Timothy L. Webster,
School of Community Health.
the School of Community Health and Policy, Marissa Shanae Kamara, Sloan D. Curitan, Natasha Maika Few, Nathan Friedman, Mariah Noel Gillis, cum laude, Diamond Shantae Granberry, Brianna Taisha Hayes, cum laude, Kamara Hines, cum laude, Dana S. Johns, James Kamara, Shahabuddin Kanal Hindi, summa cum laude, Annie Serene S.A. Laurie, Claire Elizabeth MacArthur, cum laude, Angel Dominique Mitchell, Jacqueline Babiri Magura, cum laude. Periana Eloise Ohanan. God's Glory G. Opadeji, cum laude. Ayana Kalia Rosebarrel Parks. Amaya Scott.
School of Computer Mathematics and Science.
School of Computer Mathematics and Science. Ashawn K. Price. Kenneth F. Burrell Tibbs, magna cum laude. Adekola Gibojega Adebayo. Adeyo Stephen Adebayo. Abisola Mercury Awoloju, summa cum laude. Kaya D. Bacon. Morgan Diane Blackwell.
I'm so proud of you.
Trinity Rain Bolton, magna cum laude. Carson Leroy Brown. Dion Maurice Carter. Shadiman Alaji Atene Dale. Abina Antawa Darkwa. Blake J. Fuller. Eller. Excuse me. Jaleesa D. Emmons. Sierra M. Farrer.
Francois.
Jessica Francois. Sydney Marie Haynes. Gabriela Grisel Hiciano, magna cum laude. Serenity Altia Jackson. Jordan Johnson. Kansido Warimu Ndungu, summa cum laude. Sharamanya PC Obituary, magna cum laude. Deborah Precious Oluwadari. Victoria Asijani Omanyado, cum laude. Aliyah Makela Atley, magna cum laude. Darius Rudolph Outlaw. Raven A. Page. Bakish Rejmi, summa cum laude. Kiani Rodriguez, cum laude. Isaiah Henry Scott. Anju Shrestha, sum cum laude. Humara Naher Tamana. Joan M. Varisali, cum laude. Calvin M. Venable Jr. Randy Nicole Vereen. Heaven Washington. Taylor C. Watkins. Naomi A. White. Samani Simone Roper, cum laude. Babbitt Nayut Garif.
Okay, new school. Changing. Education and Urban Studies.
School of Education and Urban Studies, Richard Charles Archie. Marvin Atutasi, cum laude. Diamone J. Boyce, cum laude. Alexis Sierra Sherrard. Justin Tyler William Gibbs. Monet M. Ricard, summa cum laude. Sharita Nicole Johnson. Adrian Cornish. Amira Begum, summa cum laude. Karan Connor.
Tyler LaShawn Ferguson, magna cum laude. Andrew Howell. Janice Nelson. Kia Andrea Larkins. Jordan Anaya Manning. Devanya J. Hammond. Yakira M. Laborde. Jordan Taylor Hightower, magna cum laude. Jemiah E. Pilgrim. Gabrielle Alma Thompson. Nicole Diane Daly, summa cum laude. Deja Savan Jolly Dillard. Jared L. Kinlaw. Brandon Jamal Walker, magna cum laude. Temitope Monde Adedara.
School of Engineering.
School of Engineering, Hussein Akalaf. Michael R. Anthony. Aminta Bell Richardson. Taisha Tahira Dandridge. Wilbert Benjamin Fofe Davis. Roderick Lydell Eubanks Jr. Deja C. Garnett. Lamar R. Henderson. Olutobi Kadiri. Kari Akinyele Karate, magna cum laude. Andrew Sean Lemon. Adam Martin. Quintarius Vontez Mason. Diani Kamaria Maxwell. Roshane Robert Miller. Eric Murray Jr. Nathan Owanda, magna cum laude. Omar J. Olama, magna cum laude. Emil Alfred Palmer. David Dais Pimbato, summa cum laude. Sewavi Prince Agbojan. James Edward Pringle. Rodney O. Stringer Jr. Rilwan Olimide Tawi. Martez Eugene Weems. Jafari Williams. Robel Jacob, sum cum laude.
The School of Global Journalism and Communication, Reginald L. Allen II. Rebecca Annalise Beavers. Shine Lamonte Boggs. Diamond Lene Booth, cum laude. Brianna L. Brion. Sierra Nicole Burnett. Kenya Elise Capehart. Ashley J. Clark. Shatil Dassey. Jordan M. Dorsey. Renika Edwards. Nicholas Anthony Fountain Sykes. Rachel Simone James. Cameron J. Kelly. Gycelia Louise Charles. Tawanda Gerald McConey, magna cum laude. Lake Marion, cum laude. Isaiah McLean. Peyton Trelise Miller. Ariana G. Price. Blake Simone Shows. John Jalen Stokes.
Once again, the newly minted undergraduates of the National Treasure Morgan State University. Congratulations to all of you. We only have a few more things to do before we bring our commencement ceremony to a close. And so I'm going to ask everyone to remain assembled until we get through the rest of our program. In keeping with a long-standing tradition here at Morgan, I'm happy now to present to you the president of the senior class, Miss Kari Simone Watson, who will issue a salute to the graduates and the university. Miss Watson.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Dr. David Wilson, prestigious platform guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, alumni, and my fellow graduates. As we stand here today on the brink of a new chapter, I am honored and humbled to address you as Cray Simone Watson, the senior class president for the 2023-2024 academic school year. Our journey through college has been a mosaic of experiences, challenges, and triumphs that have shaped us into the individuals we are today. Together, we have navigated the maze of academics, participated in countless activities, and formed bonds that will last a lifetime. Each one of us has contributed a unique piece to the vibrant tapestry of our class, making it whole and exceptional. But today is not just about reflecting on the past. It's about embracing the future. We stand on the precipice of infinite possibilities, ready to leap into the world and leave our mark. Let's remember the lessons we've learned, the friendships we've forged, and the resilience we've shown. Being students and leaders of our illustrious institution, the National Treasure, Morgan State University, sets us apart. We hold ourselves to the highest standard in all of our various fields. As we move forward, let's carry with us the values of perseverance, empathy, and integrity. Let's embrace diversity, champion inclusivity, and strive for excellence in all of our endeavors. I urge you, my fellow Morganites, to dream big, set audacious goals, and fearlessly pursue them. Our potential has no barriers if we dare to push beyond our comfort zones and defy the limits society might impose. As we embark on our individual paths, Let's remember the collective strengths that we built as a class. Let's support each other, lift each other up, and celebrate each other's successes. Together, we are a force to be reckoned with. Class of 2023, as we step into this exciting new chapter of our lives, let's embrace change, stay true to ourselves, and make a difference in the world. Congratulations, my fellow Bears, and may our futures be as bright as the memories we leave behind. Again, I am Cray Simone Watson, the senior class president for the 2023-2024 academic school year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Watson, for your salute to the graduates of the fall class of 2023. And so now I'm going to ask Lieutenant Colonel retired Michael L. Bell, who is president of the Morgan State University Alumni Association, to come forward to induct all of our new graduates into the National Alumni Association. Lieutenant Colonel Bell.
Hello, class of 2023. Congratulations. Give yourselves a hand. This is not only a special day for you, but it's also a special day for me because I am a proud graduate of the class of 76. But also, both of my parents are alumni of Morgan State University. And on today, their granddaughter, their great-granddaughter, and my granddaughter, Aminta Bell Richardson, received her degree in engineering. Aminta, congratulations, and we love you. At this time, I would like you to stand so I can present you the oath for the National Alumni Association. Please repeat after me. I hereby solemnly pledge unbroken allegiance to alma mater and appreciation for opportunities for development afforded me as a student at Morgan State University. I pledge active membership in the National Alumni Association wherever I may be, through association with fellow alumni. I shall ever do my best to uphold the ideals and traditions of alma mater. I pledge as a citizen to exemplify the high ideals thus implied, rendering positive service to community, state, and nation, and so to live as ever to bring honor and respect to alma mater. Congratulations, you are now members of the Morgan State University Alumni Association. You can now be seated. Thank you.
We are now coming to the end of our program. And so I want to thank everyone for being with us today to join in Morgan's Fall 2023 commencement. We know that all of you assembled here share our pride in the graduates assembled who have reached this incredible milestone in their lives. And we know that you join us in wishing them much success in their careers and in their advanced studies. And so, ritualistically, I always offer just a few final words to the graduating class. And so just a few final words to the fall 2023 class. As you heard from Chair Mfume, we know that the last 4 or 5 years or so have indeed tested your ability. They have tested your resolve to succeed in higher education and to succeed here at Morgan State University. We know unapologetically that we have challenged you in every respect, and we have dared you to dream dreams bigger than those that you had when you entered this institution. We have summoned you along the way to reach for the proverbial stars, and then we have cautioned you that when you reach your star, and we know that you will, that perhaps your aspiration was not great enough. We have urged you to be committed to growing the future and leading the world, because the world today is in such great need for you and your talents and your leadership and your innovation that you must bring to it. And you have responded to our charge, and you have received your calling now to step onto that world stage. And we want you to step onto that world stage with Morgan pride, with remarkable vigor, and with enthusiasm, because we know you are well prepared. And we are so proud of each and every one of you, and we look forward to hearing of your success in the future. And so as you leave us today, please do not forget to come back. Morgan is your home. And please don't forget, as you climb higher and higher on the ladder of success, don't forget to reach back, and don't forget to assist those students who will follow in your footsteps. Those students will be inspired by your example and by your record of achievement. And of all these things, please, please don't forget to give back, because it is the support of alumni now like you that will enable this university to continue to prosper and continue to produce the type of talent that the world needs. And so go out there, dance on the world stage, because we know that you will be equipped with a Morgan education that will allow you to outcompete anyone, any place, any time. Good luck to all of you as you leave us and go out there and make this world indeed a better place. My final words to you today. And so we will ask now our soloist from the Morgan State University Choir, Ms. Jasmine Washington, soprano, to come and lead us in singing our alma mater, after which we will have the benediction by Minister Clarence Wayman, and then we will ask all of you to remain in place while we process from the podium. Thank you.
Fair Morgan, we love thee, so tried and so true. Our hearts and thy name filled with pride. We all devotion, fidelity to, and homage we pray as we sing. Fair Morgan, as onward the years quickly fly, thou livest in memory sweet. We owe thee our laurels, whatever they be, and place them with joy at thy feet. We pledge thee our love, we pledge thee our faith, whatever the future may bring. And thus our devotion, fidelity to, and homage we pray as we
And as it was given to us, earlier through song, walk with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Go in peace, and may the peace of God always go with you. Walk with the blessing of God's favor, and by faith, may you be restored and receive rest. Amen.
Commencement, buddy.
We'll do it together.
Are they keeping the plan?